seasoned educator. I've been doing this for 20 years. Also a media practitioner, author, coach, you name it.
You do it all.
Media artist. I am a media production pimp.
I like.
Love this because it just kind of lets me kind of do what I usually do in the classroom and hopefully kind of expand our audience and expand that conversation.
Time back our football, man.
BB!
Brandon Bailey, or BB as most of his family and friends call him, is a self-described comic book geek, science fiction, fantasy cartoon nerd.
My name is Brandon Bailey.
BB is a black boy growing up during the 70s in Houston, Texas, and uses his vast imagination to not only negotiate the sometimes challenging inner city streets, but also to create a persona that does not always equal what his family, friends, or even society think a black boy can aspire to be.
Oh, Lord. He thinks he's thunder again. What are you waiting on, boy? Kill it!
BB, come hang these clothes out! What was all that noise this morning?
Please tell me this not my hat. Come here, boy.
There's noise out here.
Are you serious? My hat? Your son is out here acting a fool as usual. I don't understand. You got my hat on.
I apologize, dear lady. I failed in my mission to hang the flags, and I was so done my unexpected battle with the dreaded tree spider.
That's okay, baby. Leopard. Panther.
What?
Just throw the clothes back in the wash and go in and get yourself.
Are you serious? Leopard, panther? Listen, there's something seriously wrong with this boy.
Join BB and his wonderful imagination as he explores, learns, and sometimes teaches folks about the power of believing.
Hey guys, and welcome to Classes in Session. Like many of you have been following the case of Michael Brown, the young brother that was shot in the streets of Ferguson, Missouri. And it's just part of, I think, an unfortunate pattern. We see Michael Brown, we see hordes of young black youth in Chicago, Trayvon Martin, even locally here, Jonathan Farrell, who was shot and killed. The bottom line is there is a systemic and violent pattern of violence and brutalization of men of color, especially young black men. The pervasive image perpetuated of a black man as being predatory, dangerous, has fed into a collective consciousness within our society. The image assists in the dehumanization of folks who fit within that demographic. When you see someone who's less than human, then it's easy to treat them inhumanely and disrespect them and basically not see their value.
From where everything is going to be, because then people might not pay attention.
There was a wonderful group of activists who held a vigil for Michael Brown to basically raise awareness to this system of violence against men of color.
So today's event is to, bring awareness to police brutality and to honor the lives of people who have been victimized or killed at the hands of police and the over-criminalization of black communities. We're addressing things like the image of black bodies in the media and, how the nation is handling this Ferguson situation.
And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, give you some statistics, some information.
I'm here because I want to be part of the movement to make a change. I'm tired of us always talking about we want change, we don't want brutality, we want this and that, but we don't actually do anything about it.
In the line of fire, ladies and gentlemen, not just by the police.
We're in a crisis and we should start acting accordingly, which means accountability. I'm just talking about police officers and similar authority figures, but anyone who kind of feeds the beast. Music labels, artists that promote and celebrate this thug mentality, this image of violence.
Jim Crow ended 50 years ago, and the fact is that there's still deeply entrenched institutionalized racism in this country and racist violence.
I'm here today for the prejudice and unjust crimes being done to people of color.
There's a disparity that's happening. Something's going on, and it seems as if, to me, that Mike Brown is like a sacrificial lamb. He's causing the world to take a look in a small county of St. Louis, Ferguson.
Yes, they've already started to categorize Michael Brown as a criminal, but the ugly truth is it doesn't matter if he was a criminal or a straight-A student. The image that is so pervasive of young black men, you're still going to be victimized by that.
A lot of stuff that's taken away our humanity as human beings, and that's just not cool because that's what we are. We're humans. Everybody needs to love each other, but it seems like it can't be that way. So we're just out here trying to make a difference, all of us, everybody, really.
Michael Brown and others who experience unjust violence did so because marginalized communities do not enjoy the same autonomy as the mainstream. Black men are not seen as multidimensional characters. Regardless of how we dress, our education, our backgrounds, you're still reduced to a stereotype. The only way to combat this is to take personal accountability when confronted with this type of propaganda. Don't believe the hype. How do we kind of begin to change or interrupt this pattern of violence? I have 3 nephews, and now I have a great nephew. And I guess I put to you, what can you do to make sure that they don't become a statistic of violence?